Alright, what's going on today, guys? Today we're going to put Bondo onto the fenders. We cut the fenders, so I mean right now it's just bare metal. I don't know if you can see it. Alright, so as you can see, I mean we cut the fenders, we folded it up, but I mean it's not a good look. And just to save it from rusting, I'm gonna put Bondo over, and that way the wrap can go over that as well, and then kind of make it look like a fender again. Alright, so what we're using today is body filler, Bondo. Comes with a cream hardener, and this is like a little squeegee thing that I've been using. Also, you're gonna need sandpaper and a little cardboard tray or something so you can put the Bondo onto here to mix it up. So what you're gonna want to do now is get the sandpaper, prep the surface, clean it up a little bit. You might want to put it up here as well, that way Bondo has somewhere to stick on. So I'm using 220 grit. You can go lower just to get everything off, but basically because I have rust already, I'm just trying to get rid of the surface rust. So sanding it down also gets rid of all this excess gunk that's just built up. And then again, you want to get a little bit on the paint. Yes, you're ruining it, but I mean, at this point, you already cut the fenders, so it's not going to change much. Just kind of make sure you're getting in there. You're going to want the Bondo sticking on there pretty good. Once you have it sanded down, you're going to want to grab some acetone or some rubbing alcohol. That way it gets most of the dirt off. And then you're going to get the body filler, pour it onto your little mixing tray. You don't need that much because, I mean, it does. We don't need that much. Let's just say that. This is what's going to make it hard. So, I mean, if you have it right here, as is right now, I mean, it's not going to dry, it's going to stay moist. It's only going to dry when you put on the cream hardener. Once the cream hardener goes on, you only have about, I want to say, what is it, like 10 minutes before it starts drying out, so you're going to want to do this quick. So, what you want to do is take off the cap. You don't need a lot, so just put a little bit on there. That's perfect. Alright, so once you have the cream hardener on, let's see if I can get this. Just gonna mix it together. Keep mixing it until it's all one solid color, which is gonna be like a pink color. So keep mixing, keep mixing, keep mixing. Alright, so now that it's all one color, what you're gonna do is you're gonna grab some scoops and you're gonna start applying it onto the body. You don't have to have it looking pretty, I mean, you don't need it perfect at all. I mean, what you're gonna do is basically you're gonna fill in the crevices and then you're gonna sand it down until it's all pretty even. Again, if you need more, go ahead and mix up some more. But what you're basically trying to do is trying to get the creases out. Also, it helps if you don't do it in the sun, but whatever. So fill it in, try to get everything in. Try to get it nice and smooth. It doesn't have to be too perfect, but it helps in the long run if it is somewhat perfect. And if you get anything anywhere else, don't worry, just wipe it off. Just don't let it harden, or you will probably have to sand it off, which is what I don't want to do. Alright, so once it's on, you're gonna let it dry for about 30 minutes. Once it's dry, then you can start sanding it down so it's a little even. Because I'm in direct sunlight, it's gonna start drying up a lot faster. So I'm gonna let this side dry up, and then I'm gonna, sand it down. And in the meantime, this is drying. I'm going to go to the other side. So it's been about 30 minutes. What you're gonna do now is basically get all of this sauce down. I mean, it's not gonna really matter because the fender flares isn't gonna over this, but I just wanted to make sure, rust isn't gonna keep getting into the metal and actually start corroding all the way up here. So what you're gonna just do is try to sand down as flat as possible. I mean, not too perfect, but you're just trying to make it look nice. I mean, you don't have to. I'm basically not going to make it as nice as I would like to if it's just repairing the fender, but just want to get it nice and even all the way under. And you're just gonna keep doing this. I mean, if you have a power sander or some sort like that, it's gonna be a lot easier. Fortunately, I don't have that, so it's gonna be all by hand. Alright, so now that's kind of sanded down. I mean, if you feel up here, it's very smooth. Down here, it's kind of not smooth. But I mean, the main reason why I did this is because under here, where the folds were, that was going to create problems later down the road if it started, raining or anything, because these were creating pockets. Basically, you're going to get rid of that. That way water isn't stay trapped under here, and it's going to help out your car in the long run rather than just leaving it like that. So this is pretty much the main reason why I bundled it together. Now, basically what I'm doing is taping around the whole car, and I'm gonna paint it black. That way, any parts that you did sand down a little bit too much, and some of the metal that's showing too, it's gonna get protected by the paint, and you won't get the rest anymore. So, like any other video, spray light first coat, heavy in the next. Also, this is what the car is looking like right now. I got both fender flares on. Also, when you do fender flares, make sure you take off the tape that's on. I forgot about that one. It's stuck. I'm not going to be able to get it out now. Everything's riveted on. I'm still missing the trim for the M3 bumper, but I have this one on. And yeah, mirrors are on. And this is what the first coat looks like. It does look like I sprayed it very heavily, but I think it's just the way this can is. So it's paint and primer, but I mean, it's gonna be protected in the long run. Also, if you guys remember the drift stitch video, remember how I explained how to fix that part? I bondoed it and fixed it. If you look on this side, underneath, you can see that it's still zip tied together. Here on this side, I don't know if you can see it. You probably can, but zip ties are gone, and it's no more crack. I used the Bondo pretty much to fix that. Alright, so I mean, it's not perfect, but got the job done, and hopefully it doesn't rust, which I don't think it is. So next step is to wrap this side and then put the fender flares on.